Hello students, this is the video number 12 for the same chapter 3 laws of motion, and in this chapter now we will discuss part E, gravitation of 9th standard physics. As you know, Newton's discovered this gravitational pull. So according to Newton, the force of gravitation is directly proportional to product of masses m1 and m2. Suppose this is m1 body and this is m2. So F, force of gravitation, is directly proportional to the product of masses and inversely proportional to the distance between inversely proportional to the square of the distance between these two masses. When I'll combine these two, I'll get this equation m1 m2 upon r square. Directly proportional sign, if I'll replace with equal to, I have to introduce one constant of proportionality, that is capital G. Now this is the required expression of the force of gravitation, and where capital G is called universal gravitational constant. The value of this universal gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11. From rearranging you will get the unit also, Newton meter square per kilogram square. So this is the value that you have to learn, 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. After this, force due to gravity. So the formula was F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Now suppose this is the earth whose mass is m1 and radius r, and m2 is 1 kg, that is on the surface, somewhere here, that is on the surface. So you can consider here on the surface. So if we'll substitute the values of G, 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11, the mass of the earth is nearby 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kg into m2, that is 1, divided by a radius of earth, that is 6400 nearby, 6400 kilometers. So 6.4 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter square of this. So if you will calculate, approximately you will get 9.8 Newton. Okay, so this is the gravitational pull. This is the gravitational pull on 1 kilogram body due to earth, and earth always attracts the body towards its center. So this gravitational pull will always act towards the center of earth. Now there is a comparison of gravity of earth with moon. So now we'll try to get the gravitational pull of moon. So for that also you will use the same formula, g m1 m2 upon r square. So F is equal to gravitational pull is this gravitational pull, that is 6.67, that will substitute afterward. First we'll try to get the simple relation between the G and capital G. So F is equal to m2g, and here g m1 m2 upon r square. This m2 will cancel. Why? Because this is the force of gravitation. So this will cancel. M2 will cancel. So small g is equal to g m1 upon r square. This is the relation between small g and capital G. Here the relation. This is the relation between small g and capital G. By using this relation, we can easily get G of moon, gravity of moon. So that is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 value of capital G, and then mass of the moon, that also you can learn for knowledge sake, 7.36 into 10 raised to the power 22 kg upon the radius of moon, that is 1.75 into 10 raised to the power 6 whole square, radius of moon, square of that we have to take. So approximately the value of G for the moon is 1.6 meter per second square. So if we'll compare G of moon is nearby 1/6 the gravity of earth. So G of moon is equal to 1/6 of the gravity of earth. Due to this difference, if we'll take the same body on moon and we'll notice the weight of the same body on earth, obviously you will find the weight of that body on earth with the greater value. Why it will be greater? Because that will be 6 times of the weight of that body on the surface of moon. Then there are few equations for the free fall. When the motion is downward, acceleration will replace with plus g. So equations will be v is equal to gt, because u will be 0. Then second is h is equal to half gt square, again because u is 0, because initially if the body is allowed to fall under the effect of gravity, u will be 0, and v square is equal to 2gh. And for upward motion, these can be the equations. V is equal to u minus gt, h is equal to ut minus half gt square, and v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. Okay. By the use of these three equations for this vertically upward and vertically downward, easily we can solve the numericals. Then there is a difference between mass and weight. That tabular form is given in your book, page number 77. From there you can study. It is very simple. From the lower classes we are studying the same topic. So with this, your third chapter E part will also be over. Revise the concept from the book properly and apply to solve the numericals also. Thank you very much.